There's one thing no one is talking about. Today, we're talking about objection handling and the foundational aspects of objection handling with attorneys. We hear in the industry the perfect resume, the perfect CV, the perfect marketing materials. In fact, lots of other companies sell you on that. And I hate to break it to you, but I'm going to make a bold move and say this: that is all crap. That's not what gets you a client. Does it help? Yes. Those are the tactical energies and efforts that you put in actually help you take you, put it on paper, and present yourself in any form or fashion, whether it's a resume, marketing materials, social media, however they see it, hear it, read it. This is what we call a vibrational energy chart. This is a map of consciousness. And let me tell you a little bit behind this chart and the history, the neuroscience behind that. So Dr. David Hawkins is a psychiatrist, he's a physician, and he's a researcher. And for about 30 years, he founded a research company. It's published in The Power versus the Force. I think it's a 1995 publication. He uses kinesiology across cultures globally, calibrating emotional states. The scale is logarithmic. It's not linear. So the difference between what you might see on that map, a numerical difference of 200 and 300, isn't just 100 points exponentially. It's more powerful when you're looking at it from not a linear or numerical form. 200 is a pivotal line that he's noted that's courage. Everything below it is force, and everything above that is power. Again, this isn't just someone's opinion. This is 30 years of documented research. So stay with me, because the physics behind this is what actually makes it real. The science is undeniable because the HeartMath Institute is a legitimate research organization. Again, they've already proven to magnocardiography that your heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field. It's 60 times stronger than the electromagnetic energy in your brain, and it's 100 times stronger magnetically than your brain. The field extends 3 to 10 feet outside your body, the electromagnetic field of your heart. It encodes your emotional state in real time, and it's broadcasted to everyone that surrounds you. This is like instrumentally verified science. The neuroscience behind it is Washington University's. I'm going to share that image with you again. Washington University, as you look at this image, in 2025, their research identified what's called somatocognitive action network. So this is the network that directly connects your posture to your movement, your thinking, your planning, your autonomic nervous system. When you are in a fear or grief state, cortisol levels flood your system. Your nervous system deregulates, and you store that emotion as physical tension, right? That's what stores up. That's what it feels like in your body. The research just from 2025, not long ago, confirms that the emotional states of fear and grief cause hyperactive amygdala reaction, which depletes your dopamine and serotonin. It shrinks your hippocampus, the function of your hippocampus. So your body, in all of this, what I'm saying is your body is not separate from your energy. Your body is your energy. And everyone in the room or on a call, they can feel it. They can see it. So now let's look at this chart again. If you are looking at shame, now I'm referencing numbers, but remember, it's not linear. At shame, it's around 20, right? Shame has a number of 20, guilt 30, apathy 50. So think about the body. Look at the body image beside it. Think about what the body looks like. When you're going through this, your head is hanging, legs feel heavy, shoulders are drooping. You feel like you can't carry yourself anymore. Your chest caves in, you slump over. That's not just emotion, guys. That's your nervous system in complete shutdown. You know this. Cortisol levels are chronically elevated, and your immune system, it's compromised at that point. Your body is broadcasting to everyone around you before you even open your mouth. Look at fear at 100. Your chest is tight, shallow breathing. Your amygdala is still locked into survival mode. You're not thinking strategically. You're more thinking like survival. And at anger, 150, and desire, the body starts to change. This is what nobody talks about. Below courage at 200, right here in the green below that, energy flows inward and downward. That's why you feel heavy. That's why life feels tough. That's why you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You pull energy from other people at that point. I promise every one of you has walked onto a shift or onto a unit and immediately felt like someone was sucking the life out of you. That's their energy. You don't even have to hear them say anything or speak to them. Those people feel drained, right? After you feel drained after interacting with them. The room feels heavier. Everybody has worked a shift where you have felt someone like that enter the room. And again, that's not personality, that's an energy level. But look at courage 200 and above. Look at the cone, how it begins to shift. Reasoning and love, how it begins to project outward of the body. That's the person who walks into the room and you feel better without knowing anything or saying anything. Conversations feel easier. Look at this from a place of love and a place of joy at 500 and 540. Look how high up in the cone you are. You're projecting energy. And look where that transcends. It transcends from above your shoulders, from above your heart and your lungs. I think it's very interesting that they don't just have a numerical chart and labels, but they also have the cone to show you the energy and then the expression that it takes inside of in relation to your body. Desire is above fear. It's just above fear. And then you start taking steps and you're doing researching and you're reaching out to attorneys. Maybe you're thinking about reaching out. Maybe you hit some walls, or maybe you've reached out and you got ghosted. And all you told yourself, or maybe here's what you got told by an attorney, is I'll keep you in mind. So you felt rejected. But some of you felt something rise up, that frustration, that irritation. Maybe it was full on anger. Seriously, this is it. Anger is above desire. I need you to understand something about anger. Anger is not your enemy. The Harvard Brain Institute, again, 2025 new research, studies show that anger is what they call adaptive progression from fear. So, two nurses, same certification, let's just say, all of you on the call, two of you, same certification, same training, same script, word for word, you reach out to attorneys. Here's an example. Nurse A is operating from a place of fear. She calls the attorney, gets the whole, I'll keep you in mind, hangs up, doesn't follow up, doesn't know how to follow up, and decides that she's going to take that as a value on of her worth. And the next person she calls, she's going to drop her rate. She's not going to charge $150 an hour. She's going to charge $25, $50, $75 an hour because she's already having thoughts of rejection. And then she turns around and quits in 3 months when it doesn't go her way. She didn't transcend through that, did she? Nurse B is operating from a place of acceptance or reason. They're right around that 300, 350 energy range. She calls the same attorney, gets the same response. Here's the difference. She has the confidence and the trust in herself. She follows up strategically. She sends educational content. She books a meeting. She charges $150 an hour without apologizing because she stands in her power. She sees rejection as information, not failure. Same words, completely different energy. And that's what the attorney feels. Mirror neurons, vocal frequency. You don't even have to be on a Zoom. Think about their thoughts as your emotional state. Before either nurse can finish their sentence, attorneys are feeling how they feel. So tactics get you to a place. Tactics are helpful, but they only get you so far. At some point, the work has to become internal. It becomes energetic. It becomes magnetic. It becomes who you are when you wake up.
Want to learn more about your energy and how it may be causing more objections from attorneys? Join the NLNCN today to unlock the rest of this training and access exclusive member-only education.